your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Snowbreak Containment Zone video, and today I'm just going to be talking about which 5-star you should select in Snowbreak Containment Zone. By the way, if you happen to like the content, just leave a like and subscribe. So in order to obtain the 5-star Selector in Snowbreak Containment Zone, you have to finish chapter 512. Now, the easiest answer is to select your favorite waifu. I don't know about you guys, but I'm playing this game to collect all of the waifus. Just select your favorite waifu and, you're basically done. Now, if you do want a more informative decision, I'll help you out. The knowledge that I'll be bringing to you will be coming from the beta test that I played. In the beta, I managed to get all of the 5 stars except for the 5-star Fanny and the 5-star Freddie, because Freddie was not even in the beta. Basic team composition that you want in this game is at least one single target DPS, one AoE DPS, and one character that can do crowd control, or a healer. There are no 5-star healers yet, so the only healer you'll be using is the 4-star Yao. I don't know, maybe even the 5-star Freddie might actually be a healer, I don't know. Anyway, since we do get the free 5-star selector at chapter 512, what I would suggest is that you roll on the limited, or maybe it's not even limited, but just roll on the banner and get your 5-star from the banner first. That way you can have a more informed decision on which 5-star you want to select. Now, depending on how many rolls we're getting, you might even have to wait until you get at least 2 5-stars from the banner. I don't know if we're going to be getting that many rolls, I'm not sure. I am recording this on July 14th, so I don't know who is going to be on Raid Up when the game comes out. My best guess is the Wild Hunt Life, since she is the mascot of the game. Wild Hunt Life is a frost damage dealing character that wields a machine gun. She specializes in AoE, and her support skill basically freezes all enemies in place and deals damage to them. She is the only 5-star AoE character in the game, so she is the best AoE character in the game. Standard skill basically applies frost to all enemies in the area, dealing frost damage to them, and her ultimate basically deals a shit ton of AoE frost damage that freezes the enemy. So not only is she really great at AoE, she's also freezing the enemies, allowing you more time to gun down the enemies. I don't remember if she can freeze bosses. I don't think she can. There are some mini bosses that spawn a shit ton of minions, so she is really good in those situations. But since she is AoE, she's not going to be really good against single target bosses. So if you do want a good AoE option, then I would suggest you pick Wildlife Hunt. Now, if you want a good single target option, there is Yao, Winter Solstice, which is the 5-star version of Yao. She is a sniper character that deals thermal damage, aka fire. Yao's support skill allows her to crowd control enemies, since she basically knocks them up in the air, dealing thermal damage. Yao's standard skill basically gives her the Scorching Sun bullet. She kind of turns into a shotgun character when she uses her standard skill. Basically, the Scorching Sun bullet will deal thermal damage to the enemies, and it deals a shit ton of damage. This standard skill has at least 5 to 4 charges, if I remember correctly. I can't remember the exact number on the top of my head, but this standard skill does come with a few charges. So you can use it multiple times in a succession, and once you use all of them, you're going to be on a long standard skill cooldown. Now, Yao's ultimate is basically like the super version of her standard skill. When she uses her ultimate, she does lose a little bit of armor, so she does take a little bit more damage. However, she's going to be dealing a shit ton of thermal damage to the enemies. This solar flare state ends when she runs out of ammunition, or when she needs to reload, or obviously when she switches out. Now, even though I've used her, I didn't really have too much experience using this ultimate. I've probably used her ultimate maybe 2 to 3 times. Using her ultimate was kind of a pain in the butt because, like I said, I think you do take more damage, and she also doesn't really have that much interruption resistance. Also, her standard skill just deals so much fucking damage to the enemies, I hardly ever had to use her ultimate. So she's excellent at single target. I've used her to kill bosses specifically. Whenever I'm facing a boss, I basically switch to Yao, use her standard skill a few times, switch to another character. So if you do want an excellent boss killer, I would suggest you pick Yao. Another 5-star sniper option that you can select is Marion. Now, Marion feels like a traditional sniper. Her standard skill basically summons an illusion that taunts enemies, giving you some distance to snipe out enemies. Her ultimate deals single target dark damage to a specific enemy. And if I remember correctly, if the enemy has like a specific weak point, it'll automatically hit that enemy's weak point. Now, I don't remember specifically what Marion's support skill did. I'm looking on their Twitter, but they don't really have information on Marion's skills. But I don't think her support skill did anything too fancy. I think it just deals dark damage to enemies. I don't know if it's like one enemy or multiple enemies. But anyways, if you're looking for like a really traditional sniper character, then I would suggest you pick Marion. Yao is also a sniper character, but Marion has a kit that basically lets her distance herself from enemies. Also, during Yao's ult, I don't think you can even enter sniper mode during her ult. I didn't really try it out myself. But as I stated earlier, if you want to play like a real sniper character, then I would suggest that you pick Marion. Next 5-star you can select is Fanny. She is a shotgun character, and unfortunately I never managed to get her during the beta test, which is a shame because out of all the 5-star characters I actually wanted her the most. I really do like her character. Her 4-star version is the free version that you get. Now, Fanny's standard skill basically releases a ring of electrical energy that deals electrical damage. When you use her standard skill, she basically enters this state called the Crown of Thorns state. While in this state, she will gain more shooting speed. While her ultimate basically summons this golden domain that deals electrical damage to surrounding enemies and interrupts their special skills. Fanny's support skill basically increases your allies' shooting speed. Now, I never used Fanny, so I don't know how good increasing shooting speed does, but it does sound pretty great on paper. She seems like a very good support character, so I don't think you can really go wrong choosing Fanny. Personally, myself, I'm going to choose her if I don't get her from rolling on the banner character. Now, the last 5-star operative that I can't talk about is Freddie because she was not in the beta. We don't know anything about her kit. We don't know what she'll do. I know her 4-star version was a crowd controller, but I don't know if her 5-star version will be just like the 4-star version of her. Maybe the 5-star version will play a lot more differently. Anyways, in conclusion, if you just want to select your waifu, just select your waifu. If you need an AoE character, pick Life. If you need a single target character, pick Yao or maybe Marion. If you want more shooting speed, then pick Fanny. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think, if anyone's even watching this, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon.